Hi, good morning, everyone. Good morning. This is K-Rev, and you're welcome to K's Couch. Listen, this is a platform uniquely created to encourage you as entrepreneurs and also the common man mind to let you know you have the permission to live the life you want to live and be where you want to be. Listen, it is a gracious Wednesday morning. Wisdom, I can call it Wisdom Wednesdays. It's that day to where that you can understand more about your life, more about your business, more about yourself. So it's definitely important. So today we have an awesome CEO that's going to be coming in, discussing and talking about how to cover your assets. You will get more information about that when she comes on. The Honorable Dr. Betty Seltzer will be bringing her on to the studio in just a second. So you hold tight and we'll be right back in about a few seconds. Be right back in a few seconds. Dr. Betty, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, Carrie. How are you? I'm great.
I'm doing good. I am doing good. Thank you so much for taking out the time to spend some time with us this morning and talking to us about your business ventures, being an entrepreneur, and how to cover our assets. That is, I know, one of your major key points that you do and you deal with in the business insurance world. So how's everything been since we last spoke? Everything's been okay?
Everything's great. Great.
Everything's
Yes.
great. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. I want my people out here that's going to be listening and that's going to be going back, taking a look at the interview, because many people out here, we're trying to keep the entrepreneurs encouraged, but we're also trying to give hope to those individuals out here that want to start their own business. So I want to ask you a couple of questions concerning that. Like, what was it for you? What was it for you that motivated you to create your own business?
Great question, Carrie. What motivated me to start my own business was I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I know that sounds cliche-ish, but actually I was just sick of other people determining my promotional opportunities, my promotional goals, and I had more desire in life to be my own boss, so to speak. And so that an early out, I worked for the federal government for 28 years. So an early out opportunity came, an early retirement. And I actually took a risk. I prayed about it, took a risk, took a leap of faith. And from there, for the past 5 years, I've been my own boss, working using the platform of Farmers Insurance for my Betty Seltzer Agency Insurance Company. So I'm the CEO and I'm the agent of Betty Seltzer Insurance Company. And I have not looked back since 2016. It's been a great ride, challenges along the way, but God will provide. I always say that.
Oh, that is amazing. Listen, that kind of encouraged me myself because, even myself at times, I really try to keep myself, keep my mind fluid in understanding that I am too deserving of being my own person, being my own boss, having my own freedom. And I know sometimes it can get dark and it can get hard, but it it's encouraging and I guess it's well worth it in the end, because of the things that I can do, the places I can go. And I know for yourself is very rewarding with the clients that you have, that really helps them to know and keep them encouraged, So I think that's really, really amazing to me. And again, thank you for what you had to do to be where you are right now. So I mean, so when you are working and you're doing the agency, talking to your different clients, ending your late nights, sometimes you may have to miss out on family events sometimes. So what keeps you motivated? How do you keep a positive mindset when you're doing that?
How I keep a positive mindset, I stay prayerful. I am very active in my church, First Baptist Church of Highland Park in Landover, Maryland. I'm a deacon in my church and I do other activities within my church and for the community. But I stay prayed up, I stay motivated, I read scripture, and then I just say, affirmations that help keep me encouraged. And when times get hard, I may seek a colleague for their opinion or advice, wise counsel, and then collaborate with that colleague to see if there's a better way, a better process in terms of process improvement in my office. And then for health and wellness, I make sure that I eat properly. I try to get proper sleep, but that comes and goes. But most importantly, I exercise, and I really enjoy line dancing, which my church offers, and I help try to facilitate the line dancing. But walking, riding my bike, trying to stay physically fit because I work in the people business. So I have to have the right mindset in terms of being positive. Things along the way are challenging. But I want to keep a positive mindset. And another motto I have is be positive for Betty. Be for Betty. Be positive.
Be positive. It's almost like the vitamin. Be positive. B12. Action. Keep going. I got you.
Energy. You have to have energy.
I can imagine. So I know you have to have a lot of energy when you're dealing in the insurance world. So what made you get into insurance? Like what was about? I know you're very, very capable. You're in different sectors of insurance, from life insurance to business insurance, dealing with annuities and retirement. So why insurance? Why not any other profession?
Why insurance? Well, while in the government, one of my first positions was being a benefits officer. But before that, actually, my undergraduate major was healthcare administration and planning, which also entailed some insurance, working in the insurance industry. Part of my program with Fisk University and Meharry Medical College in Nashville, Tennessee. Mm-hmm. And from there, I went to the government, worked in the government, and I was a benefits officer, worked with claims, benefits, health and life insurance. And I found that was one of my most rewarding positions. People appreciated me. I felt like I was doing the right thing for individuals. You have to have integrity and operate with an upbeat attitude, because along the way as well, processing death claims for employees that died while in service. So I would have to meet with the families, things like that. So from that opportunity came along Farmers Insurance. They actually pursued me. I interviewed with them. I liked what they had to offer, and the rest is history.
I got you. I'm kind of feel that I want to ask you this. So, in being an insurance agent from different areas, and I know I didn't really ask you about this yet, but I do want to know, because I'm in the insurance world too. How important is it to have insurance? When you're dealing with either with life or business, you can just kind of touch on that just a little bit. How important is it?
Having insurance is vital, is very, very important. It's crucial to have insurance, be it business insurance, life insurance, homeowners insurance, auto insurance. You insure your auto, so why not insure yourself?
Right.
And then you along the way, I'm sure we all know someone who did not have adequate coverage or did not have any coverage for in the event that they died. And then you're passing the plate along, the hat along, trying to collect funds. So it's very important to take responsibility, be accountable, get your own insurance policy, because things happen along the way. So life happens, as they say. Life is a journey. And one thing we know, that none of us are going to get out of here alive, right? So we know that death is inevitable. And it's a difficult subject to talk about, but it's inevitable. We have to face it. Yep. So be prepared, and don't leave your family in a hardship, a financial hardship. That's why it's important. You want to cover your assets. I always say CYA, cover your assets. We all have assets, and how little or how much we have, you want to protect that, and you want to give your loved ones or leave your loved ones a legacy. And that's one reason, major reason, why you should have your own insurance.
I got you. And I know That question, I knew you would be able to easily answer that. So many people do not want to really talk or discuss that. They don't really want to have a conversation about insuring because they think it's the end all be all. But at the end of the day, I don't care how beautiful a person is. I don't care how well spoken a person is or how great you dress.
Right.
You know, all of us at some point in time is going to, check out. And
Right.
so if we're going to check out, why not position ourselves, our families, and individuals behind us in a really better state than, an even better state
Exactly.
than we were in. You don't want to leave them with things to remember you by. People, they remember you based on, they might not always remember what you say, but they do remember how you make them feel. And when
Yeah.
you leave, when a person leaves here, you don't want them to feel, your lasting memory. You leave them in debt, and leave them with a whole lot of things to worry about. You want your family to feel, and your beneficiaries to feel loved and awesome because you cared enough for us to make sure that we got something taken care of. And our lasting memory of that individual doesn't have to be he or she left us in debt and
Right.
we had to worry about all of this. Or I had to find out from a friend of mine who he owns a funeral home that some people still pay on the funeralization, like a layaway plan. I'm like,
Hmm.
why not position yourself better to offset any type of thing to help cover and protect your family when they're no longer here? So I really appreciate you answering that. So, and we're going to have a couple more questions that I was curious about that I want to make sure that people understand about you, Dr. Betty. Is as a business person, yourself, you actually do business insurance. So let's take a look at business insurance for a second. So what is like the most important piece of information should a business owner or need to understand about business insurance or maybe covering their business?
Well, first off, there was a recent survey about business insurance and business owners. Only 37% of business owners felt that they had adequate insurance coverage, right?
Mm,
So, what happens to the other 63%? Did they not have insurance at all? And one of
mm,
the important things about business insurance, it protects your assets. I keep saying that word, assets. It protects what you own. So,
right.
one of the things you want to get is either a professional liability insurance policy, meaning that if you have errors or omit something in your business practice and someone alleges that, you have coverage. It covers your legal expense, fees, and you will be protected. You also
Mm,
have something called general liability. If you have a business and someone comes in and slips and falls, you have coverage for that. We live in a very litigious society. People will sue, and not necessarily it has to be proven, but they can sue you and you could settle. Your insurance
mm.
policy can help protect you from those type of incidents.
Okay. Okay. Well, I hope all my business owners out here understand. I know we can look good on paper, we can look good on social media, we can look good in pictures, but if you don't have your business, all your T's crossed and all your I's dotted, then how you look doesn't make anything if somebody comes after your business. So you got to make sure that you, as my great friend Dr. Betty said, make sure that you cover your assets. Make sure
That's
everything that you have is covered, from your life to your business. We speak of $1 million CEOs, but some $1 million CEOs don't have everything in place. So they need someone like Dr. Betty. They need someone in their corner to be able to facilitate these business information that they need to put out there. Make sure all the insurances is done. So,
that's right.
Dr. Betty, I want to appreciate and thank you for coming out and really setting the record straight on what we need to understand about business and life insurance. Now, before we go, is there anything that you want us entrepreneurs and other individuals that are inspiring to be entrepreneurs to know about what we need concerning insurance?
Well, I want to actually say that insurance is affordable. We have a plan for everyone. You
Okay.
pay for lunch each day, things like that. That money could be used toward an insurance policy that is affordable for you. And what I challenge your listeners to do is give me a call or contact me. I offer a free consultation. It's painless and actually educational. I often hear from business owners that I have enlightened them and inspired them, actually encouraged them to get a policy because they find out that it is affordable and it's worth your while and it will help your family as well. So give me a call, contact me. My number is 301-798-6097. And I'm licensed in Maryland and beyond. So I can help you in most states.
Okay. And that number once again was again
301-798-6097. And my
Gotcha. And
website is B
the website.
Seltzer. That is actually Betty Seltzer Agency.com. Betty Seltzer Agency.com.
We'll make sure we get that up there.
Yeah,
and we'll
because
make
what
sure
you
we get
have
that
on the screen,
here.
Carrie, is not correct.
Okay. Yeah, we'll make sure we get that. And that's Betty Seltzer.
Yes. Seltzer, like Alka-Seltzer.
Gotcha. And the rest of it is
Betty Seltzer Agency.com.
And we'll make sure we'll get that on the screen, and everybody will actually get a chance to take a look at that, and we can get them to get in contact with you based on the telephone number that you gave us. And also, I think we got the Betty
Yes,
Seltzer Agency. All right, great. And we want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to see that and know that, and they can contact you so we can get them covered in business and also get them covered with their lives. And so before we go, I want to thank everybody for being available, and those who will actually take a look at the restream, that we have such a great individual in the studio today, Dr. Betty Seltzer. And her biggest thing is to make sure that you cover your assets, your business, your life, to where that you don't leave your family or any type of workers that work for you in a destitute place, because you want to make sure that you leave them in the best hands. When you leave, or when a person leaves, that's when life insurance takes over. If the man of the house leaves, then the life insurance policy becomes the man of the house. If the woman leaves, then life insurance becomes the woman of the house to take care and to nurture. So listen, it's very important. I
would like to say also, Carrie, yes, there are policies where you don't have to die to use it, right?
Absolutely.
So there's living benefits. So some people are concerned about that. I'm leaving all my assets or my benefits to another individual, but you can take money out of the policy. There's chronic illness riders, different riders, accelerated death benefit riders that you can actually implement into your policy and use them when you need it.
So. Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned that, and I'm definitely going to bring you back to discuss that, because a lot of people don't understand about living benefits. Individuals don't understand about the accelerated benefit riders, to where that some insurance companies and some companies give you an opportunity to, if a doctor tells you, well, you only have 12 months to live, and you can access, your policy to make sure that certain things are offset for your everyday living.
That's right.
A lot of people don't understand that. So, thank you so much for bringing that clear and making that clear. So we'll be bringing you back to discuss that as well. So
looking forward to it.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it too. So everybody that's out here on listening to the couch, thank you for being a part of us today. And I'll definitely be looking at you a little later on. We have another opportunity this evening for an outstanding young woman that's going to be talking today, Miss Sansaray Woodford. We'll be talking about her women's conference that's coming up. So listen, stay tuned this evening at 7 o'clock. So as I always say, love life and live love. And I'll be talking to you guys soon.